miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now. Clock 40. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 58. Red, yellow.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's good. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On the move past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get up.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. To throw is Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins now from the 50. Sliding out of the pocket. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Throwing is Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To the air again, it's Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll make our score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Final play of the half. Cousins being chased out left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually no. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter.
Time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Ethan Carter,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Off an impressive comeback. It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this won't be enough. A good, secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Yeah. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard.
By the defense not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running right, this is Evans.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown. In the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken from...
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
29 is Mike 29. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A first down throw for Cousins. And quickly to Thielen here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On play action, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now left side on the swing. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
That's got to be a long 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 58's the money. 58's the money. Stay with your man. Hey, Blue. 58's the money. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. They can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Okay, ready? Watch the run, watch the run. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd down. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
Black 40. 58 the money. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, better for the next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
One last shot now for Cousins. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL. Close battles.